a TFWire.com video review.
Hey, this is Matrix Prime at TFWire.com with my video review of Classics Cliffjumper. Now, Cliffjumper is a repaint of the Classics Bumblebee figure, which you can see here. Now, what Hasbro did was they replaced the yellow from Bumblebee with red, as you can clearly see here on Cliffjumper. And if we look at Bumblebee here, you can see that he's got some white striping, which starts here in the front of the car and continues onto the doors here. What Hasbro did with Cliffjumper was they didn't just replace the color of the striping, they completely got rid of it altogether. In its place, what we have here is a silver quote-unquote decal kit that has a razored-edged look to it. And as you can see on the side of the car here, it's applied to the just behind the front fender here, continues on the door onto the rear fender. And of course, that's the same on the passenger side as well. And if we look at the lower front bumper here, you can see that the decal is applied here, continues up around the headlight area, continues onto the hood, and then finally ends here on the roof of the car. And if we turn the car around here towards the back, you can see that the area between the two rear taillights is also painted silver. Now, aside from the red and silver, the only other color we have is this silvery sparkly blue here, which is applied to the headlights. Now, if we look at the trailer that comes with Cliffjumper here, you can see that we have this jet ski here. Now, the jet ski is painted the same silver as the decal kit here on Cliffjumper. And we also have some blue paint applications on the seat, and there's also some minor blue paint applications here on the front end of the jet ski, and this is the same blue which is found on the headlights of Cliffjumper here. Alright, so with that said, let me show you the transformation to robot mode now. And to do that, first we start by swinging the arms out here. Let me turn the car around here so you can see the underside of the figure here. We flip the doors up like so, and then we can rotate the arms out like so. Next, we're going to take the door panels, we're going to flip them up, and if we look here on the inside of the door panel, we have a peg here, and there's a hole for the peg on the forearm of each arm here, and we simply insert that peg into the hole here. Do that to the other side as well, like so. Next, we take the trailer hitch here, flip that up, like so. And now we're going to take this entire section here and flip this up. Next, we're going to take the front section of the car here, go ahead and split that apart. And now this is something, I'm not sure if it's a quality issue with all the Cliffjumper figures, but on the right front panel here, which will be the right leg, this tends to pop off on my figure. It does snap in real easily, so it's no big problem, but it is quite loose and comes off quite easily, as you can see there. But anyways, we'll flip those panels up, and now we can flip the feet up like so. We'll take these seats and fold them down. These will become the knees. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the top section of the car here and flip that down like so. As you can see, that'll become the chest area. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the head, which is stuffed into the rear section of the car here, flip that down like so. Now let me just position the arms here, get them positioned correctly, and we now have Cliffjumper in a robot mode. Now the color scheme stays the same as it was in car mode. However, we do have a bit more silver here, as you can see on the upper arms as well as the hands here. And Cliffjumper's face is also painted silver. And his eyes are actually, I'm not quite sure what color they are. There's no plastic in the back here for the light to enter for him to light up. And in the lighting I'm currently in, they sort of look like they have a blue tint to it, but I'm not quite positive on that. The only other thing we have here is the Autobot rub symbol, which, as you can see here, appears on the chest. Now, just like Bumblebee, Cliffjumper does not come with a gun. Instead, we have the jet ski on the trailer here. Now, what you can do with this is turn it into what is referred to as a jetpack. And to do that, you flip the sides of the trailer down like so. And then we're going to go ahead and unfold them like so. And we're going to rotate these panels around here. And lastly, we're going to take the jet ski and turn it like so. Now what we do with this is we take Cliffjumper, turn him around here. As you can see, we have this little slit here. And what's going to go in there is the handlebar here on the jet ski. So we'll simply position this onto his back like so. Push that down into the slip there so it stays in place. And we now have Cliffjumper with his jetpack. I'm not quite sure how this qualifies as a jetpack. It just sort of looks like two wings with wheels. I'm not a fan of it. It would have been nice had this turned into some sort of weapon. It would have made a lot more sense than this, but hey, whatever. Overall, this is a great figure. I really love this mold. The car mode is absolutely fantastic. The robot mode, it makes a great Cliffjumper. I just wish Hasbro would have resculpted the head, or if not the head, at least the face, because there's a little smirk on there. It looks a bit too friendly for it to be a Cliffjumper. But overall, great figure. I'm probably going to give it an 8, 8.5 out of 10.